Good morning, children. So, children, as we have started our chapter 4, the regional kingdom 2. So, in our last class, we have discussed about few independent kingdom. I hope you have remember that was Kashmir, Marwar, Mewar, Jaunpur, Bengal, and Malwa. Right? I hope that was been understood by you all. So today we will talk about Gujarat. Okay. Now, when we talk about Gujarat, out here what we see is that Muzaffar Shah founded an independent kingdom in Gujarat in 15th century. Okay. Now, who was Muzaffar Shah? He was a governor of Gujarat, and who has appointed him? He was been appointed by Nasiruddin Muhammad bin Tughlaq in 1391, and this kingdom came to an end in 16th century when it was been annexed by Akbar. Now, who was the famous ruler out there? That is, the famous ruler of this kingdom was Ahmed Shah, Muhammad Shah, and Bahadur Shah. Okay, now next independent kingdom which we will discuss is Khandesh. Now, the first ruler of Khandesh was Raja Ahmed, and he was also known as Malik Raja. Now, the ancestor of Malik Raja was a respected noble in the court of Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So, later on, what we see is that Raja Ahmad was succeeded by Nasir Khan, and he built town of Burhanpur, and the ruler of Gujarat was been annexed Khandesh. Clear? Who annexed Khandesh? That is the ruler of Gujarat. So, this is all about the independent kingdom. Now, we will move on to Vijayanagar Empire. So, as at the beginning of the chapter only, I have said that out here in this chapter, we will discuss about two powerful kingdom. That was Vijayanagar, and second is the Bahmani kingdom. Okay. Now, talking about the Vijayanagar Empire, this empire was established by two brothers named Harihara and Bukkarai, and it was established in 1336, and they founded the independent of Vijayanagar. No doubt that Krishnadev Rai was the greatest ruler, but being as the greatest ruler, it was been, that is Vijayanagar was been established by two brothers. Now, who was these two brothers? When we talk about Harihara and Bukkarai, they were the son of the Sanguna. Now, who was the chieftain at the court of Hoysala ruler? Clear? And these two brothers were the feudatories of the Kakatiyas of Warangal. Now, children, what does feudatories mean? That is, it means that person who hold land under the condition of feudal system. Okay. Now, feudal system means holding of land in exchange of service of labor. That what I mean by feudatories. Understood? Now, when the kingdom of Warangal was overrun by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq in 1323, these two brothers shifted their base to Kampili. When Tughlaq they conquered Kampili, in present day it is at Karnataka state. Okay. Now, when Tughlaq they conquered Kampili, this brother were held captive out there, and later they were sent to South India to crush the rebellion over there. So, after some time, they rebelled against Muhammad bin Tughlaq and declared their independence. So, in this way, they made Vijayanagar and made it their capital. Okay. Now, you know what do you mean by Vijayanagar in English? That is, it means victory. So, Vijayanagar means city of victory. So, this is how Vijayanagar kingdom was established. Clear? Now, when we all know that who was Harihara and Bukkarai, right? That is, Harihara became the king in 1336 and he ruled for 20 years, and later on he was succeeded by Bukkarai. That is, Bukkarai ruled till 1377. I hope it is clear to you all with Vijayanagar Empire. Now, next we will see about the dynasty of Vijayanagar Empire, so which lasted for 230 years. Now, there were three main dynasties which ruled this kingdom. They were Sangama dynasty, it ruled from 1336 to 1485. Then come Saluva dynasty, ruled from 1485 to 1505. Next was Tuluva dynasty, ruled from 1505 to 1565. Clear? Now, next is our foreign traveler. As we study history about the past, children, we have different source of information which give us information, knowledge about the particular period. So, there were also many traveler like Niccolo Conti, Abdul Rajak, and many was there who visited this kingdom. That is, they visited the Vijayanagar, and they have, when they visited the Vijayanagar, they have viewed the Vijayanagar and they have described about the city of Hampi, and in their book also they have described about the life of the people, that is how they used to live, their lifestyle, everything they have written in their book of those time. Clear? Next is our Krishnadeva Rai. Now we will be discussing one of the greatest ruler of Vijayanagar Empire, whose name was Krishnadeva Rai. Now Krishnadeva Rai ruled from 1509 to 1530, and he was the third ruler of Tuluva dynasty and considered to be the greatest ruler, and he possessed the largest empire in India after the decline of Delhi Sultanate. Clear? Now, what all achievement did Krishnadeva Rai did? First of all, he defeated the Bahmani Sultan. Secondly, he defeated the king of Odisha and also annexed Raichur Doba, which is a very fertile land between the Krishna and Tungabhadra river. Now, apart from that, he encouraged trade and commerce. He even established trade link with the Portuguese, English, and the Dutch. Even he has paid a great attention to agriculture. So for that, he built many tanks, canal, dam for irrigation. He built so many canal, dam, and tank for so that the farmer do not face any problem for irrigation. He had developed all these things to provide best facility for agriculture. Clear? Now, when we talk about the administration at that time of Vijayanagar, how was the administration divided over there? That is, the first of all, when we talk about the supreme authority, that was the king. Then there were different ministers who helped the king, who supported the king in their work of the kingdom. Now, the entire empire was divided into mandalams, that is provinces, and each mandalam, it was headed by a governor. Clear? Now, an empire, it was divided into mandalam. Then mandalam, it was divided into nadus, and nadus, it was divided into sathalas, and sathalas was divided into gramas. Clear? If we talk in proper language, what does mandalam means? Provinces. Nadus means district. Sathalas, sub-district. Gramas means village. Clear? Now, by this, you can understand how the kingdom was divided. One thing was there, that is to hold the administrative post. It was hereditary. For example, if A is holding administrative post, then A's son or his successor will hold the post after him, that is after his death. Okay, so it will go on, or we can say passes to generation. Clear? So that was the administrative post was hereditary during that time. Now comes the economic condition of Vijayanagar Empire. According to the accounts of the foreign travelers, the Vijayanagar Empire was one of the wealthiest part of the world of that time, and all the credit goes to agriculture. As I had already said that in the reign of Krishnadeva Rai, he developed agriculture and his kingdom prospered due to agriculture. Right. So apart from agriculture, trade and commerce was also happening, or we can say was taking place during that time. And another main source of income was collection of revenue from land, that is collection of tax from land. It was being charged based on the fertility of the land, that is more fertile land, more tax, less fertile land, less tax was being charged. Clear? So there was also other taxes like property tax, sales of good tax, and many other taxes was there. Clear? So this was all about the economic condition of Vijayanagar Empire. Now, last thing was end of empire, that is how the empire came to an end. When we talk about Vijayanagar, we know one of the powerful ruler, that was Krishnadeva Rai. Alright, and his successor was not that much strong as Krishnadeva Rai, as his successor could not take the empire to a next level, could not upgrade the empire, could not make the empire more stronger, more prosperous, as because the successor, they were involved in conflict among each other for the succession of the throne, and they joined hand with the neighboring kingdom of the Deccan and defeated the ruler of Vijayanagar in 1565 in the Battle of Talikota. Clear? So this is all about the Vijayanagar Empire. That is how the Vijayanagar Empire came to an end. So children, today till Vijayanagar Empire. Next we are going to discuss about the Bahmani Kingdom. Okay, thank you.